Governor Newsom called Trump's National Guard order illegal.
Unconstitutional, illegal act.
What is the truth here? How much force can a president legally use in this situation? Who calls the shots?
First, historically, it's very rare for the president to federalize National Guard troops in a situation like this. Often we talk about a law called the Posse Comitatus Act. In other words, it's a law that means that generally National Guard troops or U.S. military should not be operating in civilian context. But the reality is that law is actually quite limited. And the Insurrection Act expressly can override that if there are one of three situations, one of which is a state insurrection. The president can essentially take over National Guard troops. In fact, he can take over the entire military. The Insurrection Act allows the president to use all of the armed forces, including the National Guard, to send them to those areas where there is something that is considered a state insurrection. So the president does have power in this area. The historical reality is he's virtually never used it.
Could the president send in the National Guard from another state?
Once an insurrection is declared under the Insurrection Act, the president, in theory, could send in the Marines. It stands to reason, I believe, that he could send the National Guard in from another state if he correctly invokes the power of the Insurrection Act.